A wonderful good day to everyone. Today I want to talk about one of the greatest cities on earth, and that is London. Let's make that a little bigger because it's a really great city. Yes, okay. First, here we have a little Google map of basically downtown London. And before I show you some sights, I give you an amazing picture I found. And I just want you to lean back and enjoy this absolutely incredible view. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the city. Well, the first who settled here were the Romans in the year 43, and about 17 years later the settlement was destroyed by a British tribe called the Iceni, but the Romans rebuilt it in the year 100, and with a few setbacks it grew and grew and grew. Of course, there's a lot more that happened to the city. For example, in the 9th century there were regular Viking attacks, and in the mid 1400s there was the Black Death, the pest, and well, during the Second World War there were a lot of bombing attacks on London that destroyed a lot of the city. But, you know, considering all that what happened, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty busy. And after my little introduction to London, you'll be able to recognize some of the amazing sights that London has to offer. So, and of course here, the river here is the Thames. And there you can see a good part of downtown London. I just love this picture. It's amazing. It was actually taken from top of St. Paul's Cathedral, and that is the first site I want to give you. And here we have the building. And, well, you can see it here. It has a little dome, and this dome is actually one of the highest domes in the world. Oh, let's give you the name. St. Paul's Cathedral. And, well, as you see, it's a church, and there were a lot of important services that were held here. For example, the funerals of Lord Nelson and Sir Winston Churchill. Exactly. Right. Next is... well, just to enjoy this beautiful building for a second. Next is this large wheel. It's called the London Eye, and it is a Ferris wheel. It's called like that, and it is actually one of the largest, one of the highest in the world. The third highest Ferris wheel in the world. And there are a lot of people coming here, and to give you an exact number, there are 3.5 million people per year coming here. So that's more or less the size of Berlin. I just have the equal sign here, but it's more or less Berlin. So imagine that all of Berlin comes here to this wheel, and stands in front of here, and they all want to go and ride this wheel. That's pretty crazy. Next is London Bridge. I'm sorry, that's actually not true. It's called the Tower Bridge. Wait for it. Tower Bridge. My mistake was actually a quite common one. It is often named the London Bridge, but the London Bridge is somewhere else. I'll show you later. And the Tower Bridge is a so-called Bascule Bridge. Let's write it down. Bascule Bridge. That means that those two parts here, this one and this one, they can be raised, so that if you come with your ship and want to go through, then they raise it and you can. This happens about 1,000 times per year, and you have to tell them 1 day in advance. So if you want to go there tomorrow, you have to tell them today. If you don't, they won't open it. And even though it's kind of an old bridge, there are still a lot of people using it. Of course, it's about 40,000 people per day that cross it by bike or car or by foot. But you can't go very fast on that. There's a speed limit of 20 miles per hour. That equals 32 kilometers per hour. So that's kind of slow. And something you also see on the picture is this building here, which is called the Gherkin. Just so you've heard of it. It's kind of new, looks, well, different than all the other buildings, so it's easy to recognize. Let's go on. And this, well, it's kind of obvious. This is a picture of Chinatown, and it's actually the largest Chinatown in Europe. Here you see a nice statue that I really would like to have in my living room. That would be totally awesome. What you can have a look at is the street sign. Well, one, you have the normal, well, kind of European with the Latin letters, the street name, Garrett Street. But here you have Chinese signs, so it's bilingual. Very nice. And last but not least of my sites is the Houses of Parliament, also known as Palace of Westminster. Let's write it down. Of Parliament. Exactly. A little bigger. Well, this is where the two Houses of Parliament meet. Sorry. And, well, exactly, that's where the government is seated. What you can also see is this tower here, Big Ben. It's like the symbol of London. Everyone has seen it somewhere in a picture, I think. Yes. And what else? Yes, that's pretty much it. Here we have, once again, the Google map of London, just to show you very fast where you can find stuff. Here in this area called Soho is Chinatown. Yes. And, well, it's just very general. Don't be too precise on that. The Ferris wheel, the London Eye, you can find it here at the Jubilee Gardens. And we have the Houses of Parliament, also known as Palace of Westminster. This is here at Westminster Bridge. Here. Alright, and we got two more. We have, well, the Tower Bridge. There's this one here. And here we got St. Paul's Cathedral. And the subway you hopefully can see the station here is also called St. Paul's. So now you know where you can find those things. Okay, so once again, we have this amazing picture here, and on the bottom left we see some of the red double-decker buses, which you've all already seen. I love them. You see here a lot of nice city of London. And there on the top you can see the Gherkin again, and it is actually seated, let's take a thicker one, it's actually seated in the main financial district in London. So if you find the Gherkin, which is kind of easy, then you find the main financial district. Oh, here we have again the Tower Bridge and some other bridges as well, not that important right now. There again on the top you see the London Eye. Yes, very nice, very nice. And also you can see, if you look very closely, let's see if we can get, now the quality isn't that good anymore, but hopefully you can see it. Here we have a part of the Houses of Parliament, and this little dots here should be the top of Big Ben. So yes, we found quite a lot, and I wish you an amazing day. Thank you.